Hi class, Professor Andohar here. Just a little, just to recap what you guys did last week. Last week you guys work on, two important areas of artificial intelligence and also the use of AN. As you know, AN stands for Artificial Neural Network, and basically this model, what it does is trying to imitate or mimic the human brain. We're just trying to know how the same way the neurons or the nodes works, the different layers that we have in our brains, how can we mimic that function? How can we do the same building and machine learning models that can actually receive information and take process that and they give us an output? So that's what we call the different layers, right? That consists of input layers, hidden layers, the output layers, and then we have the connections or what we call it the different edges, how they are connected, how this data go through one layers to the other. As a human being, sometimes we are going on the right and then all of a sudden we turn to the left, and there are a lot of things that make us make like take a turn, like why we think the way we think and all of a sudden we change our mind. Is that because of the environment? Are we just trying to do that? So that's what we're trying to do when we are working on the ANN environment and the neural network. Now, another functions or area of machine learning that you learned last week also was the CNN, convolutional neural network. Basically, when we have to do with image and video, right, and like facial recognition, we want to use as much videos and we want to use as much images that we can to train our model to the point that the model can make decision for us and also give us information in an images format or in video format if it's possible. All right, that's what we're trying to do when we use these two models of machine learning. So today you guys are going to jump now into week 4. Okay, this week 4, the main objective for you is to explain the basic concepts of reinforcement learning. This is a new concept. I mean, I will say a new concept for those that are new to this, but if you're already in the field, or at least you have read a little bit about machine learning, you have an idea what reinforcement learning is about. This reinforcement learning basically is no more than a machine learning model that have an agent that learns based on the environment and how can maximize the cumulative rewards in order to make the decision. What would be the best way for me to get to win the battle, to get to the last place of the game so that I can get the rewards that I need. Reinforcement learning, if you can even read over here, if you can read here with me, it says as following. Instead of predicting a label or a target, like when you're using a supervised, model, this reinforcement learning relies on a trial and error approach to find the best way to solve the problem. Okay, it is like, hey, if you move to the left, you're gonna get a penalty. If you move to the right, you're gonna have a reward, and then you're gonna continue moving forward. It's like when you are trying to teach a child about how to do the right thing. You tell the person, listen, if you do this, I'm gonna punish you, right? Or you're not gonna play any game. But if you do this, I'm gonna allow you to play 1 hour. So when the kids start learning that, doing what you are requesting or you're saying, the person is gonna get rewarded, then that's what the kid is gonna do. Okay, so that is where reinforcement learning comes into play. And reinforcement learning model has typically it works the way that it has an agent. So this is like the system or the person, the entity that will make the decision. Okay, and you're gonna read that through the lesson. So I don't want to go deep into this because I want to keep this short. And it has an environment, the external system, the external inputs, okay, that's going to interact with that agent, okay. That external entity's environment is going to provide information to the agent, so on how the agents can be rewarded and also the penalties based on the decision that you make or this decision taken by the agent. You're gonna find also that the this model of reinforcement learning has a state that represent, okay, the current situation or configuration of the environment in a particular point where you are at a particular time. Okay, the state can be any relevant information that can help you, the agent, to make the decision. Okay, there's an action that the agent have to make given the information provided. The agent have to make a decision. Okay, he have to take an action or make a choice, okay, based on the information provided and the state that the agent is. Okay, so that way the agent can move based on the decision that it's gonna make. Okay, and then based on that, there's rewards. Okay, the rewards is gonna be based on how the agent make the move based on the state, the information provided by the environment, and the actions it takes. Okay, and there's also something called a policy. That it is strategically a set of rules, okay, that the agent have to follow in order to make the decision in each state. Think about a state like a step. Okay, every step you take is like it's like the tic-tac-toe game. Every take you take, has consequence. In order to you go, it's like when you're playing a game like chess, you have to think about it strategically in order to win the game. Because if you make the wrong mistake, there's gonna be a penalty for that, or you can be rewarded. You can win the game or you can lose. So that is important about this reinforcement learning, is that you're gonna learn this week, and I want you to pay attention to that. But what is important about this is the Markov decision process. You're gonna have to learn about the MDP. And what is that? The Markov, or some people say Markov decision process, is a mathematical framework used to model decision making problems in situations where outcomes are partly random and partly under the control of the decision maker. It is widely used in fields such as artificial intelligence, operation research, economics, and control theory. Okay, that framework, you're gonna use it to make decision for the problem that's going to be provided to you, and then so that you can get all of that data and control the decisions you're going to make. It is important to do that based on all the data provided to you from the environment, based on the state that you are, based on the rewards and the penalty. You have to make decision. So the Markov decision process is going to help you, and you're going to have to compare. And if you read here, um, one thing that you're going to do is you're going to have to compare the Markov decision process and the reinforcement learning, and provide the difference. That's part of the discussion for this week. So I hope you get submerged into these new material areas of machine learning, and that you become a better um, you know data scientist, and that you can actually accomplish the dream that you have in this field. This is an amazing and a wonderful field that I'm enjoying, and I hope you also enjoying what you're learning. Every single week, we're gonna learn something new. Okay. Some of the stuff that I want to highlight for this week is the following. So you're gonna read all this material. You're gonna read the Markov decision process, the policy learning, the discounted, like when you made a mistake, if you're gonna be getting a penalty, how that works. Please don't forget to do your post, and don't forget to provide feedback at least to two of your classmates, because if you don't do so, you're gonna lose point for that particular part of the assignment. Don't forget to submit your project, and most importantly, following the rubrics. You can see the rubric, go through the rubrics, and make sure that when you turn in the paper, you know what you need to complete. Okay, you need to talk about everything that is here. These words here, the sentences that are in like bold, take it as your subtitles, and just complete the area that you need to do. Okay, 3 5 pages. Please do that. Some people just send me like one page when I know this data is not gonna be covered in one page. Just provide more information. Give me some example. Give me how you can how you actually came to that conclusion. So read the material. This is the way you're gonna be. You see all of this, like bolded here. This is what you can use for your subtitle. Don't send me just a paper with a whole bunch of paragraph that had no division. Please just write a paper the way it's supposed to be. Use citations. Use citations, please. Go online, read some material, put a citation. The material that you're already reading, cited those information. Okay, it's gonna make your paper look more professional. In project two, you got the same guidelines here. You have this Pirate Intelligent Agent. As I said, you're gonna be continue learning about all of this. Just make sure that you're reading the material, and that you are just hitting or providing the data based on the rubrics, because that's what I'm gonna be grading. Your um, paper have to have this information when I'm reading, when I am grading. Also, this is what I'm looking for. If you don't have none of this information in your paper, unfortunately, you're gonna lose point. So, as I said, you can use your personal, uh, Jupyter notebook. You can use the portal. As long as you do the assignment and it works when I'm running in my environment, that's what I care. But the paper also needs to make sure that you're writing a paper professionally done. I'm gonna be looking into this. I'm gonna be looking into this. Make sure that you are writing this information. Some of you are not. Some of you are just doing the code and are forgetting about the report or forgetting about the data that you need to provide to me. Follow the rubrics. Make sure you're getting this thing done, because I don't want you to lose points. I don't want you to fail the class. So this is Module 5, and I'm gonna go over that until next week. I know um, sometimes some of you might ask me about these SSL you know error that I'm getting. I don't know what happened with the SSL error. Some of the classmates already provided some solution that they work on. Is something that is out of my hands per se. That might have to do that. You're gonna have to import the SSL certificate. Just go into the general discussion and please follow the information that is there. That right now it is actually working for some of you based on the information provided in the general discussion that from your classmates. So go there, review that information, give it a try, and if it doesn't work, just provide another post asking question, and I'm sure somebody's gonna come up and giving you the answer. So that's everything for this week. Please make sure you're following the rubrics. I wish you good luck, and I'm expecting a great project for this week. Have a good one. Enjoy it.